all, welcome back. In this video I am going to explain NFA and DFA equivalence theorem, and the theorem says that let this M represents the NFA and this M dash represents the equivalent DFA such that the language accepted by the NFA should be equal to the language accepted by the DFA. That means if at all you have constructed the equivalent DFA for the given NFA, that both the DFA and NFA should accept the same kind of language, which means that the strings which are accepted by the NFA should be equal to the strings, that means should be same as the strings that are accepted by the DFA. Coming to the proof, we need to prove this. That means starts with the initial state Q0. After processing the string W, the DFA should reaches the state which should be one of the states that the NFA reaches after processing the string W starts with the initial state Q0. So coming to the basis part of the theory, basis part of the proof. Let us consider a string W which is equal to epsilon. So here we need delta D represents the transition on DFA and delta N represents the NFA transition. Okay, here what we need extended transition on Q0 comma W. So here this W is nothing but in the basis part we have considered W as epsilon. So from the basis definition of the extended transition function of DFA we have Q0 itself here. Okay. Now let us consider extended transition function on starts from state Q0 by processing the string W. So here initially we have considered W as epsilon, right? So from the extended transition function of the NFA, it is nothing but Q0. So from these two, let's say this is 1 and let's say this is 2. So from 1 and 2 says that extended transition function of Q0 comma W of NFA should be equal to extended transition function of DFA with Q0 comma W. So here we have proved actually in the basis part. Coming to the induction part. So in induction part, let us take W as XA. Let us divide the string W into XA. And from the induction hypothesis, from the inductive hypothesis, we have extended transition function of Q0 comma X is equal to extended transition function of Q0 comma X. This is from inductive hypothesis. Let us say this is equation 3. And let us assume that extended transition function of Q0 comma X of NFA is equal to P1, P2 and so on Pk. So from 3 we can write it as extended transition of function of DFA from the state Q0 by processing string X. It reaches the states P1, P2 and so on Pk, and let's say this is equation 4. Let's say this is equation 4. Now let us consider the extended transition function of NFA starts from state Q0 and for processing the string W. So this should be like this. So instead of W we can take XA, and from the inductive definition of the extended transition function of the NFA, this can be written like this. This is union 1 to I is equal to 1 to K transition on Pi comma A, and let us say this is equation 5. So here we have considered the this is from inductive definition of the extended transition function of NFA. So let us consider extended transition function of DFA starts from the state Q naught after crossing the string W. So this is nothing but extended transition function of DFA, and here the string W can be expanded like this XA. Okay, and after that from the inductive definition of the extended transition function of the DFA, this can be expanded first, right? So this can be written as extended transition function of Q naught on X, and after that we need to have a transition on A. So instead of this, here from 4, instead of this you can replace this P1, P2 so on and Pk, right? So here I am going to replace P1, P2 so on and Pk instead of this innermost part, and after that I am having transition on P1, P2, P3 so on and Pk comma A. And from subset construction, transition on multiple states, that means transition on set of states in DFA can be taken like this: union I is equal to 1 to K, transition on NFA Pi comma A. This is from subset construction. So here let us say this is equation 6. Now consider equation 5 and 6. So consider equations 5 and 6. So 5 says that, so just observe the LHS part of the equations 5 and 6. So LHS part of the equations 5 and 6 are equal. Since LHS parts are equal, RHS parts are also equal. So let us write the RHS parts of the equations. So here it is extended transition function of Q naught comma W is equal to, here this one, extended transition function of DFA on Q naught comma W. So here what we want to prove, here we have proved that both in basis and induction cases we have proved what we wanted to prove. So here from this we can say that the strings accepted by the NFA are also accepted by the DFA, and also from this we can say that the language of the NFA is equal to the language of the DFA. So this is the NFA and DFA equivalence theorem. And kindly, before coming to this video, you must have a knowledge on extended transition functions and subset construction. So those videos links are given in the description. So please go through that videos, and after that again come to this video. Then you can get clear idea about this particular concept. Thank you for watching the video.